You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.
92 KELZ, the home of new music, new artists, new sound. This is your girl, Hey Charlie.
And your boy G Casso.
Yeah. You were kicking it with us on KickN IT Radio. G.
Hey, we got a special guest in the building, Miss Cat. Catherine, Miss, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. So, I know you're on short notice. We all on small time, but forget that. We finna talk.
Okay.
So, tell us about who is actually Miss Cat?
Okay, so Miss Cat is an entrepreneur, and I am actually a film producer, and I just do a lot. I'm a multifaceted individual, but as of recently, I am opening up my own tax prep, credit restoration, and tax prep business.
And it's definitely tax season.
It is so much tax season.
Wait, so, okay.
Look. She like, right?
I just want to, hold on. real quick.
Yes,
How
go
did you
ahead.
go from film into tax?
Great question. So basically, I love film, but Houston is not really a film city.
Yeah.
So it's good creatively, to get your creative juices out. But as far as making a living out of it, it's not really.
It's not there yet.
It's not there yet. So basically, last season, I helped a colleague of mine open up her tax office. So I was kind of like, doing taxes on the side, and I made a lot of money. Just doing taxes on the side. I didn't promote. I didn't tell anybody because everybody was, knows me as like Miss Cat, the entertainment, film, things of that nature. But, this season, I was like, you know what? I am more than just this, So I decided to step out and just show the world another side of me. So this is the financial piece to Miss Cat to help me build, my, financial backing to be able to create without being stressed out about a budget or stressed out, if we don't get paid, and I can still, do what I love to do and not really worry about if it's going to pay me or not.
See, and we were actually just having this conversation about the importance, because this month we're really focusing on the importance of preparation planning.
Yes.
Making sure you get all your ducks in a row.
Yes.
And being that it is tax season, those who stepped out as their New Year's resolution for business owners last year, they are feeling it during this tax season, trying to gather and get all their information. What is something that you could tell business owners when it comes to getting prepared for tax season, either throughout the year or even during January, if they're trying to play catch up?
Yeah. So what I would suggest is that you do your best to keep your accounts separate. Keep your business stuff separate from your personal stuff. It just makes it so much easier when you're going to file your taxes. And then, of course, have a good, I know this might sound mediocre or whatever, but have a good tax preparer. Somebody that's really genuinely have your best interests in heart and know what they're doing,
How you know you have a good tax preparer?
What are the qualifications?
Like is it the money you get back?
I would just say come to flat fee. Look,
come see me.
Come see me, and unfortunately, that's a hard question to answer.
Okay.
That's a very hard question because a lot of people aren't educated on, the tax laws, and a lot of people don't know what a deduction is, what a credit is. We just don't know. So for most, and to be honest with you, that's another reason why I was intrigued because I'm like, am I really getting the most back? How do I know?
Man, that's what I want. Because I be seeing people get 10,000.
Yeah, so you just like
without kids.
Yes.
Without kids.
So you just like, okay, am I, so at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, most people, if you can get them back what they got back last year or something better, they're okay, but they don't really genuinely know, are you really...
I'm going to be very honest. I was that person.
Yeah.
Leading up until probably last year when I realized, there's so many deductions that I have that I can maximize on. Can you give us? I know you don't want to get all into it.
It's okay.
We want to let you guys know. You have to go into the consultation with her first. We're not gonna.
Got you.
Cut you out of your process. But what is something that most people just off the top of your head don't know, like the basics of it?
I guess the basics. To be honest with you, tax preparation is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
So what it is you take all your income, your taxable income, and you put it in a big old pot.
What's taxable?
Taxable, like your W-2s, your 1099s, your self-employment, all your taxable income that you have to pay taxes on. Now, the thing is, let's put it this way. This is really cut and dry. Okay. If you get a form for it, you have to file it.
Gotcha.
Period, point blank.
Gotcha.
If you get a form for it, you need to file it.
Okay.
Period, okay?
If it's got a W or a T.
W-10, look, you got to file it. Okay, so then after that, you deduct. What deductions do is bring your income down. The lower the income, the lower the tax bill.
That was my next question. What is considered deductions?
So deductions are, you either do the standard deduction, which is based on your filing status. There's a set dollar amount.
Okay.
Or you can itemize, like medical, dental, if you have gifts to charity, things of that nature. So it's either or. You can't do both. Now, if you're in a higher, let me break it down even better. If you're in a higher income, then most likely you want to itemize, because the standard deduction is really not going to make your income low enough to do what you got to do with it. You understand where I'm going with it? So if you're, I would say about 50,000 or more, you might want to see if itemizing would be a good look for you. So again, a deduction brings your income down, because if you pay taxes at the higher income level, then it's going to be a higher tax bill. So when you bring the income down, you have a lower tax bill.
Yeah.
And so what the credits do, all the credits do is just attack the tax bill. Basically, we're trying to eliminate the bill, bring it to zero. So the more credits that you can qualify for, the goal is to make your bill zero.
See, that's what I need to find out. I need the book for the credits. I need to know what all
let
credits
me tell you this. Let me just tell you this. It's as simple as going to the irs.gov. Go to the irs.gov. It is public information.
I want to deduct some of these.
Now let me also tell you this though. So that's taxes.
Okay.
That's taxes right there.
That's taxes
right there, 101. You get your income. You deduct, bring it as low as you can bring it down, and then you attack it with credits. Yeah. That's taxes. But let me tell you why you need a tax preparer, because TurboTax and all that, they don't let you, you just put in the information and they select everything for you. It's no way for you to really know, are you getting the most credits? Yeah. Are you doing the deductions that's best for you? There's no way for you to know that. See, with the tax preparer, I can manually go in. Yeah. So even if you come to me and say, hey, I researched it, Kat, I know that I want to apply for this credit, I can go right into my tax software and put form, form, and make sure and ensure that you get exactly what you need.
See, that's why they call it easy filing.
No. So I think people don't have to, they need to understand that having a tax preparer is almost like having a great lawyer. Your lawyer has to tell your story and defend your case.
Exactly.
Right? Your tax preparer has to tell the story of your business and give you the most out of it.
Most
and
definitely.
So that's what people really need to understand.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And I had to understand that too. I'm going to be very honest. I was one of those naive people who was like, oh, TurboTax. I don't have much of this.
Yeah.
And then last year I was like, oh, man.
I really missed out.
I have been missing out on all of this.
Yes.
In our community, the misconception is you don't really get much back unless you got a kid you can claim, which is what's sending people to jail.
But you know what? That same thing what you just said, that actually woke me up to learn about taxes, because it was a guy, one of my friends, he did the same thing I had. I had a kid. He had no kid, but he got more money back than me. I was like, how did this happen?
Can you speak to that misconception of claiming people's kids?
Well,
and all those-
look.
Hey, for real though.
Well, the thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, every situation is different. Yeah. That's all. I hate to say it because everybody think that it's so cookie cutter. Like, if I got a kid, I should be getting 10,000, or and it's really not, because it's based on your income. Some credits you don't qualify for if you're in a higher income. It's based on if the ages of the kids. For some strange reason, people have the misconception that they can carry their spouse, they can carry papa and mama, and that's going to give them money back, and that's not how it works. Some credits are refundable, some credits are non-refundable, so they help you to eliminate your tax debt, your tax bill, but they don't give you refund back. You get what I'm saying?
Dependency doesn't actually equal refund.
In some cases it does, depending on the actual credit. Again, that's why you need a tax preparer that knows what they're doing, because some credits, like I said, will give you a refund, like the earned income credit. That gives you a refund. But like the dependency, where people give you their daycare bill and all that, it is a credit, but it's not it's a non-refundable credit, meaning that it's not gonna, it don't matter if you give me $20,000, $30,000 worth of daycare expenses. It's not gonna do anything to your refund.
Is that because it is such a widespread, like if they were to do that, they would have to do that for everybody, and because there's so many people that seek out childcare, is that
no? It's just that some credits are refundable and some are not.
Okay.
So basically some, like I said, if you're in a higher income, it helps you to eliminate the tax bill. So it's helpful. Yeah. Like if I'm in a higher income, that's gonna bring my bill down. So it helps me, but it doesn't give me refund. If that makes sense. So it's helpful, but it doesn't give refund. So like I said, there's all different types of credits that you can qualify for, but some of them just don't yield refund, and that's the misconception.
Is it a cap on any of the credits or the deductions?
Yes. So on the credits, like with the EIC, you get 3 kids. Y'all see those flyers where we'll get you up to So that's basically, they're talking about the EIC credit, things of that nature. So yes, it is. Of course, it's not
because some people
$1 million.
Just give up all my money, try to get it all back at the end of the year.
So
not only are you a tax preparer, you actually help people with their credit.
Yes.
And that is another important thing, especially and you've seen as being an entrepreneur, that having good credit on your own personal credit helps you get funding for your business. Most
definitely. So a lot of people, because again, I did a quick transition from, film to where I am today, and it was quick, and everybody's like, you must have just had a bag just laying around, and, and I'm like, no, actually, I leveraged my credit to get what I needed to get done. So when you have scores 700 plus, I've been in the 750s for a little while. When you have those kind of scores, you can go to the bank. You can go to and when I apply for a credit card, it's not like, oh, here's $1,000. No, it's like, you've been approved for 20 grand. Yeah. You've been approved, and it opens doors that a lot of people never walked through before, and then when you try to get business credit, if your LLC is not, aged enough, then you have to PG it. That means you got to be the personal guarantor for that loan. Okay. And with that being said, if your credit is good enough, you can guarantee 100 grand. You can guarantee 200 grand just on signature alone.
Yeah.
So that definitely, opens a lot of doors and a lot of resources for us. I was able to open up a whole tax office basically on signature. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I'm such an advocate, because it's a lot of us that have dreams and goals and want to do stuff, but if people would just get their credit right, you'd be surprised. You'd be so surprised on the moves that you can make. Seriously.
I try to tell people, especially when you're dealing with credit, like, it is your money. It is given to you. So if you ain't going to pay yourself back,
exactly.
Right.
And then on top of that, think about it in this way. If I got 100 grand cash, but I can also go sign on a dotted line and get 100 grand. Why would I go use my cash when I can keep my cash and still get what it is that I want? Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's just like, cash is cool, but credit is king.
Hey, for real.
Credit is king.
Yeah.
So
I'm here for that.
I'm glad you spoke about the credit risk rate, because I know you do that, but it is a myth that I want to just throw out there real quick, because I've seen a lot of people lately talking about they done got their student loans took out.
Let's talk about it. You want to talk about it?
Let's talk
okay.
about it real quick.
So basically, with all credit repair, it doesn't matter if you go with flat fee, whoever, credit repair is the basis of the disputing, right? But it's not, it's just how you dispute. So with us, instead of contacting this person and that person and that person separately, we do our disputing straight with the credit bureau. Okay. So what happens is that we get faster results and our stuff work, better than going directly to them. Yeah. Now, the thing about it is when you get things removed off your credit, that doesn't mean that it just magically disappear. That's not what that means. What it means is that if I go apply for new credit, they don't care what's out there. They only can care about what they see.
Yeah.
They only care about what they see. So if it's not there in their mind, that you don't know it. So in the nature of the student loans, you can get the student loans temporarily, removed off your credit profile. But what I usually tell my folks, and I'll be honest with you, is once you get them removed off the profile, call them, make arrangements, get it right. Go ahead and put them in deferment or make a payment plan or whatever the case may be. So that way, when they come back, they'll actually come back on a positive, positive trade line.
I see it as if I'm looking at my credit report and they gone tomorrow, I'm gonna take a screenshot picture. I'm gonna send them. What is y'all talking about? Oh yeah, hey, look at this photo right here.
That's definitely not how it works. It only, like I said, the only benefit. And again, it's not even just with us or who. It's with any company that it's like a basically just taking it off to where it doesn't show when you want to get new stuff. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? That's just being completely blunt and honest. Yeah. Now, the great thing about it is, with majority of things, if you don't re-verify it, like if you don't validate it, they call you, is this Miss Cat? Click. If you don't re-verify it, it never comes back. But with things like student loan, because that's federal, that eventually it does come back. I'm not gonna lie. But if you rectify it while it's not on there, it will come back in a positive status. So that'll be a good trade line, and then it will match good with the new profile that you set up, if that makes sense.
I like that. So what she's saying, guys, is she gonna come and work some magic, but don't think that all has been forgiven. She ain't Jesus.
Exactly.
Okay? She can help you get through the process. She can take you under the blood, but she can't get completely wiped away. So you actually have an event coming on January 25th.
Yes, January 25th. We're having our official grand opening. Woo-hoo. Yes. Flat fee credit restoration and tax prep. We're located at 397 North Sam Houston Parkway East in Greenspoint. And so basically we're just having everybody to come out. So this is the week before the big game.
Super Bowl.
Yes, so we're asking everybody to come out. We're going to do a sports theme grand opening, free food. Well,
you finna pack the house.
Oh, look. Free food. Look, that's how y'all had to hear. Food, look.
Taxes, credit,
yeah, exactly, right? So if you do have your W-2s and everything like that, we will have tax preparers on site that can actually go ahead and file your taxes. I will have some credit agents on site as well if you guys want to get some free consultations on the credit and kind of see where you stand and what where you go from there. I do have a colleague of mine who will be doing like financial planning, things of that nature. Our goal, honestly, even though it's a grand opening to celebrate, the birth of Flat Fee and what we're doing, but honestly, and this is just real. It's 2020. It's a new year. We trying to help as many of us.
We need to get it together.
We need to get it together. So we helping you with your credit, your taxes, personal financing, and things of that nature. And then, like I said, once we get you right, once we clean your credit, get you in the 700 plus scores, which you can already brag about that, then we have funding. We have people that work with us to help you with your personal funding, business funding. If you're trying to get a car, we have finance managers, loan officers. We have all
money in your pocket.
We got all that. It's like a one-stop shop. But the goal is, like I said, financial freedom, being able to, just do better for yourself in upcoming year. So just come out, check us out. If not just to be nosy and see, what you can find out.
We all have someone in our community that can actually benefit from that. So instead of taking somebody out to the movies or something, to be like, we're gonna slide by this event real quick.
It's from 2 to 6. Yeah. You can go to the movies afterwards.
That's a good pregame.
Yeah, exactly. So come.
And it's actually gonna help you in the next step.
Most definitely.
Direction. So how can we follow you? How can we find
Most definitely. Thank you. So you can follow me personally at Miss Cat TV. That's my personal Instagram. But for Flat Fee, it's at Flat Fee Credit for the Instagram, Flat Fee Credit for the Facebook. If you want a book, we're taking clients now. Even though we're not officially open, we still are taking clients, and we do mobile returns as well. So if you can't get out to us, we understand everybody's not in Greenspoint, so we can come out to you and do a mobile return or credit. Or electronically. We have a system to where you can upload your documents right into the system, and we can do everything electronically as well. But you can give us a call. Our number is 281-661-3975. Again, that's 281-661-3975. Or you can book us right online on our website, www.flatfeecreditandtax. That's credit, A-N-D, creditandtax.com.
See, I like that.
Hey, she on her game.
She is on.
Hey, you hear me?
Shout out to whoever prepared her for that one.
Hey,
shout out to Miss Lemon. Miss Lemon, look.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me, seriously.
Guys, make sure that you are looking out for Flat Fee Tax on January 25th, 2020. Make sure. Give us the address one more time.
It's 397 North Sam Houston Parkway East. It's right on the Beltway in Imperial Valley in Greenspoint.
So, guys, make sure that you are there. Guys, stick around and stay with us on KickN IT Radio.
You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.